I think it's probably the number one question I get when it comes to local SEO. The biggest hack would be CTR manipulation. What is it? When can I use it? How to use it? So that's what we're going to be covering, I think, today later on, because so many of you have been asking me about it, especially Agency Assassin, because it's one of the new kids on the block. So we're going to be talking about that, but what's true for the old ones is true for the new ones is usually always just the basics. What do you know? What's your traffic like? Are you even in the top 10? Why are you even looking at CTR manipulation? Do you even have your basic SEO done? All those things. If you're new to this channel, make sure to hit subscribe, turn on that bell notification. You don't want to miss anything we drop here. We talk about everything from how to get your first client, to how to manipulate the search engine results, to how to get your business mindset right. My name is William Jones. I got 20 years of SEO experience. Trust me, you don't want to miss anything we drop on this channel. We drop lots of golden nuggets. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with CTR manipulation and show you what we're going to do today. So we have a couple of clients. Out of hundreds we're dealing with, we got a couple that are being stubborn. So I want to show you how to set up a campaign.
What?
This is in the back end of Agency Assassin. We click on dashboard, and I'm going to show you all this. We got the client already in here. And essentially, we're going to set up the search radius. What you want to do is you want to start out, I want to start out and get this in about 5 mile radius. And you guys need to pay attention. So if your GeoGrid is green right here, and you think you can just come in here and, for example, change this from, 2 miles, which is right here, to 5 miles, which is way, way out, you don't want to do that, right? Because you can see already how much of a difference that map comes out to 5 miles. So we're going to hit search. This is the actual, if you will, the CID and everything. We got the map name. What we want to do here is come in here. We're going to take the name, business name, drop that in. I'm also going to take the business address and drop that in, because especially if there's more than one, you're going to come up with many, many different results. So this is going to be just at 0.5. I want it to be at, 5 mile radius, so it's perfect, right? Campaign name is going to be Vitality. Right? Google form, search domain. You want to hit Google, right? What's the deep click link target? If you want to enable it, I'm not enabling that. Okay, I'm going to get rid of my face real quick. I know a lot of you want to see me. I'll shrink myself down. Let's go way down over here. All right. So when we're looking at this, what you don't want to do is, let's say you're getting 500 searches a month. You don't want to come in here and blast this thing with 1,000 searches, right? So what this is going to do is we're going to come in here. You want click to call, and you want the CTR events. The CTR events being the click-through events. I usually leave it at a 50-50 split, right? I'm going to start this out at a 50-50 split. I don't want to come in here and be like, let me just blast this thing. So I want to test. The key with CTR is testing. Test, okay? So we got 50% calls, 50% CTR, and essentially we can come in here and save it, all right? Your campaign's set up, everything's set up. We'll get to the keywords next.
Yeah, boy.
Right, this is our area, right? These are where we're going to add our keywords. I've already got this prepared. For example, we're going to go after, in this specific case, it's called O-Shot. Add it. Another one. What's the next one we're going to do? The next one we're going to do is called P-Shot. Add it. Next one we're going to do medical spa. And now imagine if we're going to send a certain amount of click CTR to it. What's going to happen is it's going to split these numbers 50-50 up between all of these various keywords.
Nice.
What you need to do is when you're doing CTR, it needs to be slow and steady. It does not need to be pedal to the metal. Let's go as fast as we can, which is what a lot of people do. And when their CTR and their rankings start dropping, they kind of are like, why in the hell are they dropping? This shit don't work. And reality is what is happening is they just try to do shit way too fast.
Stop it.
Right? So we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and one more in there, and then we'll be done with this campaign. Hit add, right? And hit submit. Or not this, submit this issue. No keywords to add because I haven't added them. Now they're added, right? Everything is done. We go over here, go over to the dashboard. Now we could look at, you got new campaigns here. This is new moving, this is new. Then you got vitality. It hasn't started tracking them yet, but we got 8 keywords in here. Once it starts tracking them and it runs the report and it runs it ever so often, it will start pulling a graph and it will show you where things are at. So for example, if I went into one of the other campaigns just to show you, it will show you the graph here. How's it changed or not? This one's only been up for like 2 days, so I'm not really too concerned with that. It's already starting to move, even with that one. But for vitality, for example, once it starts moving, you'll see it, and all of these different keywords in here will be tracked, and it will show you the rankings and how they've been tracked and what's happened with them. Now, let's go ahead and do our next one. All right, and we'll get this one loaded in because I want to show you guys how we are going to load several of these in, not just one. So that way you see how relatively easy this is. It's not very difficult to do. Okay, let's go to contact us. All right, so obviously this is not a service area business. This is going to be a physical business, all right? So what we're going to want to do, I'm going to take this and bring my beautiful face back in, right? And we could type in the business name here. You can match it with a CID. I generally am going to go in here with a physical location, right? And hit search, see if it pulls it up. It always usually pulls it up. So we're going to start this out, and let's say 5-mile radius is what I want to go to in this specific case. It's not always the case. If you have a geogrid that is not, green in this little area, and you think you're going to pull that bad boy in and try to expand it, then you're going to get jacked up result. So what we want to do is little at a time. We don't want to do it all at once, right? So the next thing we're going to do, like I've already shown you guys, so we have the first choice limousine. We can even come in here, we'll grab the address because I always want to make doubly sure. And I hit search, it pulls it, same area, obviously. I set this to be 5 miles, right? And I'm going to hit this at, just personally me until I get to see some rankings. I put everything at 50-50. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to start adding the keywords. It's just relatively this simple. It's not very hard. I go limo or limousine. Add. Limo. Add. Limousine service. Add. Car service. Add that in. Right? Now limousine and car service because they wanted that one. You notice I'm not putting any, if you will, brand names in there. I'm not putting any keywords plus city. I'm keeping it rather, if you will, dialed into very specific keywords. They're very broad keywords, if you will, in this specific case. All right, so now we have our campaign set up. If we go back to our dashboard, you will see inside of here, we now have, if you will, our campaign set up. Our campaigns are already in here. Vitality's in here. First Choice Lemon New Jersey's in here. And the moment they start ranking, you're going to start seeing the GeoGrids pop up inside of here. Okay? So they've already been submitted and they run. Agency Assassin works on a 4G proxy network. And we've seen it take our GeoGrids from reds and oranges in certain areas when we can't get things to move into green. So in the next video you'll see coming up where I'm going to talk about Agency Assassin, I'm going to be showing results. So we just wanted to show you and demo how we set these up. Hopefully you learned something from this video today in which we went over CTR manipulation and click-through rate manipulation using Agency Assassin. You guys be blessed and have a great day. If you have any questions regarding CTR manipulation, make sure to comment below and I will answer those. If you have another tool you want me to look at or demo or even put through a trial, comment it below and I will do that for you guys. You guys be blessed. Have a great day.
I have so many SEOs that hate me and say that I'm still in their methods. They bitch and they cry, labeling me SEO Black Hat. Was a nobody, now I'm at the top. Most wanted, most loved, bad business owners, and hated by most SEO opponents. You think you're an SEO god, but you're an SEO fraud. Guess